another video. So y'all, it's been a long time coming when it comes to the salon stuff because I done vlogged, I done recorded stuff, never posted it. So this video may be 1 or 2 parts. It may be cut up. I don't know yet how we edit it or whatever like that. But I have video from, you know, my first suite, from my first salon to now back to a suite. And I kind of just want to go through, you know, I know some people be like, well, why you go back and forth? Why you go back and forth? Ooh. So, you know, the ultimate dream as a hairstylist is always to open a salon. So that was my goal. I, you know, did what I needed to do to be able to get the salon. I did what I need to do to get the suite. So my first suite I got, right, I was working another job at the time. I was working at a hospital as a CNA. I was making like $19 an hour. I worked 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and then I would leave the salon, leave the hospital and go to the salon. I hate to be long-winded because I'd be trying to get to the point. But I just want to give the backstory of how we got to now. After a while, I was making more money at the shop than I was at the hospital, and I got into it with a nurse. I said, chuck this. I ain't got to deal with this shit no more. Fuck y'all. I left them mid-shift, and that was my payback to the girl talking crazy to me. If she watching, I'm sorry. We probably cool now, but that is what happened, okay? Sis was tripping that night, and I was like, I ain't got to deal with this shit. For $20 an hour, and I make $50 an hour with silk presses, I'm out. So I quit. No notice, no 2 week, no nothing. I just quit or whatever like that. And I just started doing the hair full time, and I've been doing the hair full time ever since. So long story short, you know, everything was going pretty good. Pandemic hit, this, and that. Came into some money, you know. Mine was legal, obviously. Let me just say this. I tell people, get into funding. That's a whole nother video. We're going to talk about Shopify Capital and Shopify Square. We're going to get into that for sure. But definitely get into Capital, but use it wisely. Anyway, came into some money. At first I was finna fuck it up. I ain't gonna lie. I had bought me a little Gucci bag. It came in my brand color. I was like, oh, I'm finna hit up the streets for the girls with this. And then I got it. I paid like $3,000 or $4,000 for some shoes, a belt, and a purse. And I was like, where am I wearing this to? We're in a whole pandemic. Like, where am I going? Like, we were outside a little bit, but we wasn't outside. Like, we talk about 2020, not even 2021. 2020 was the year I got that Gucci bag. And I was like, I'm gonna take this back. I kept it in the box for 2 days, and I took it back. And I took that same money and put a deposit on my new salon. My new salon had a room. I had a nail tech, 4 stylists, and then I had me a little coupe in the back or whatever like that. But at the same time, I'm in a long distance relationship. I'm always going. Even though it gave me a place to work for free per se, I was never there. But the shop paid for itself. But because I'm not there, I'm kind of like carefree. Like, I'm living this whole, I got more time. You know, I'm enjoying my fruits of my labor, because when I was working at the hospital, stuff like that, I would work. I never enjoyed any of the fruits of my labor. So now I'm like, kick my feet up. My baby in Florida. You know, I'm out there at the beach. You know, I'm living life, and I'm still kind of in that. But it was like every time I came or every time I'm leaving, somebody calling me, something broke, something needs to be fixed, something ain't done, you know, and I just wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. Like, I'm not gonna say I was the best salon owner. I slacked in some ways or whatever like that, but I really feel like I gave my all. Everybody may not appreciate that, and I think sometimes when you get in the real world, people see what you really were doing, but that's not neither here or there. But it was too much responsibility for me, having to deal with multiple personalities, cleaning up after people, shit breaking, and I gotta pay for it. And it's not, you know, I gotta pay for it. Like, either you give my money back, that's cool, but if you don't, I still gotta pay for it. So it's just, I didn't want that responsibility. That's not what I was really looking to have my own. So I didn't have that in my mind that that's how that was gonna go. So I had thought I wanted a warehouse. I go to the place, get the information for the warehouse. Everything sounded good. It was way bigger than my salon and about the same price or maybe even cheaper. Go to my leasing people, like, hey, what I gotta do to, you know, tell you I don't want to renew my lease or whatever like that. He like, oh, you were supposed to tell me 5 months ago. What? So I didn't understand my lease all the way. He has a portion in the lease that said option to renew. And when I hear option, it sounds optional, you know? Because when I tell you this lease was Death Row Records 360 deal on lock, I think he talked to Suge Knight his motherfucking self. When I tell you that lease was bogus, you know, like, he wasn't responsible for anything. He didn't want to clean up the snow. It was just so many things like that I didn't know. It was new to me, and I wasn't aware. So some of it's ignorance, and some of it was he was just an asshole. So some of it's on me, some of it was on him. So with that being said, he tells me I was supposed to tell him 6 months before my lease was up that I no longer wanted to renew my lease, is what I was supposed to tell him in this lease. And if I didn't tell him I didn't renew, it automatically enrolled me in the 5 years. I said, no, I couldn't have thought that. There's no way you could explain that to me. When I hear option to renew, it sounds optional to me. So I thought at the 1 year mark, I would tell you whether or not I want to stay. But He said no. He sent me the copy of what it all said and all that. Boo, boo. So I said, well, how can I get out of this without messing my credit up? Because I would have never signed a 5-year lease, or I would have been telling you at the 6 month that I'm staying, because I knew I wasn't staying in the state of Illinois for no 5 years. Like, I'm trying to move to Georgia. Holla at y'all ATL. Shawty, come get me. Go in the comments and tell me y'all want me to do y'all silk press so I can hurry up and move. Give me my clientele so I could go. Anywho, but nonetheless, he was like, well, if you find a new tenant that qualifies for the credit and all that other stuff, you can get out the lease. Boom. I sold the whole shop. I didn't say, oh, I'm keeping some stuff, because to me, it was easier to sell the business than it was to find just the tenant. So if I sell the business and the requirement is you got to be able to prove for a lease, it was easy for me to transition out of it. And I knew when I went to a new spot, I wanted all new stuff. I wanted all new stuff, even though I had a year in. It was, we was juking. All my stylists was booked. My nail tech was booked. Like, we was popping in there. I just wanted new stuff. You know, you learn from different things, how you want stuff or whatever like that. I wanted a whole different vibe, a whole different look. So long story short, I sold the salon for like $7,000, and then they had to pay the, you know, whatever the lease was. And I was out. Simple as that. I was out. So there comes, I'm trying to think, did I miss anything in between? No, I don't think so. Because I'm kind of giving y'all the shortened version of why we're here today and where we're at. So I sold the salon. I didn't hand the keys over to her. She paid a deposit for the salon. And when she paid the deposit, I knew I could go find me a new space. And so the space that I was looking at prior to me getting my salon was available. And I thought it wasn't big enough. I was trying to bring my stylist, because the stylist I worked with at the first set of suites, we all went into the salon together. We had our little mischief or whatever, but what set of girls don't. But long story short, I thought I was, you know, we all moving together type thing. So that's why I got the big salon. And then everybody has their own dreams. We're all hairstylists. We all aspire to have our own. So, and I understand that I don't ever want to keep nobody, hold nobody hostage, whatever like that. So we all, you know, pretty much went our separate ways. And so I knew for me and what I had going on, me being in a long distance relationship, me being engaged, me having an online store and things like that, it was best for me to find a place just for me. So I didn't have, my utilities wouldn't be, you know, sky high because I'm not here and things like that. It just worked for me to be able to get my own suite. I found the suite. I don't have a lease. I am month to month. Now, one thing I did learn with having a salon is, baby, it's like buying a house. You are responsible for everything. The only thing they're responsible for is the roof and maybe a door or two or something like that. It's like the thing that's common connected, that's the only thing they were responsible for, because I technically moved in onto a business. My salon was an old barbershop. So everything that was put in there was put in there by the barbers. It wasn't put in there by my landlord. So anything happened to the things inside the salon, I still was responsible for. So like, I thought my water tank went out. I hit him up like, oh, you know, can you get the maintenance man to come check it? He's like, yeah, we can, but technically that's not our responsibility. I was like, huh? It's what? I'm gonna have to buy a new water tank, and I just moved in here. I was like, oh no. We ended up getting it fixed, thank the Lord. But I didn't know. No one told me. I'm the first type of entrepreneur in my family type thing. I'm definitely the first hairstylist. Nobody told me these things or said, hey, remember to do this, remember that. I just was on a damn whim. And like I said, I didn't close down because the shop wasn't making money. It was making money. It was doing fine. But like I said, I just didn't want the responsibility anymore. And what is it? Death Row Records over here was holding me hostage, so I had to get out my 360 deal real fast. I had to whoop and doop, you know. But nonetheless, I have my 450 square foot salon, and like I said, it looks like a suite, but I got one shampoo bowl. I have a bathroom of my own. Like, I don't share anything with anybody. It's only 5 retail spaces in the space, and coincidentally, we all do hair. But in my space, I have my own door. I have my own bathroom. I have an office. I have 2 styling chairs. And that's that. That's all I need. I no longer sell hair. So I really was, you know, okay with it being, you know, open in this space. Cause it's like, if you knock my door in, what you finna take my salon chairs out of here or something? Like, there's literally nothing of real value in my salon anymore. I don't keep my wigs there or anything like that. So it was like perfect. $750 a month. I maybe spend $1,000 tops between utilities or whatever like that. And I'll go into detail in the next video. But yes, it's perfect for me. I love being in the suite, and I still can collaborate with other people. I talk to a lot of people on social media, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. Like, one thing about being in a salon family, you learn a lot from other people. So I do say, I'm not saying jump right into a suite. If you could get into a salon space where you can watch other people and learn and grow, I honestly think you should be an assistant first, but we're not going to go there. That's none of my business. You do what you want to do. But being in a salon family environment, you're gonna learn a lot, and you're gonna have people to be able to help you when you feel like you're stuck or you can't get something done. So it's definitely an experience I never will regret. I can say that I did it. I won't go on into my 30s and 40s saying, damn, I wish I want to know what it was to have a salon or whatever. I did it. I accomplished it. On to the next chapter. If I do something again, it will probably suites, but suites cost a lot of money. Because suites is like building an apartment building. So you got to have that build out money. And if you notice, a lot of people that build suites, they usually get office spaces because they already have a whole bunch of rooms and they just have to redo them. But yes, this is the summary that will go into the breakdown of the money part. How much did it cost? How much did I have to pay? What did I have to pay for? What was required? That will be my next video, a complete breakdown between rent in the two places, furniture, equipment, all of that. So please stay tuned, subscribe, put the bell on so you can know when that next video comes out. Until next time, see y'all later.